This is Dr. Finn's book of solo strategy and word games, or DFB SSWG for short. Catchy. DFB SSWG is a collection of 8 solo games that are all played on a single side of a single piece of paper. This book contains 8 copies of each game, and all you need to play is a writing implement and 4 D6s. There's even a link to a free online dice simulator that you can use on your phone. So this is really the perfect travel companion for, a plane or a train ride, really any form of transportation. Even a Zeppelin, you're ready to go. Today I'm taking a look at Cosmic Run Mission 1, a simple roll and write game where humanity is racing to discover planets before evil aliens, or something like that. This is a re-implementation of the 2015 game Cosmic Run, which had several expansions and remakes, including Cosmic Run Rapid Fire and Cosmic Run Regeneration. The Cosmic Run cinematic universe is bigger than I ever could have imagined. So here we go, this is the entire game right here. We're going to start by rolling all 4 dice. We're then going to go kind of Yahtzee style, where we're going to take any number of these dice and lock them in on these various locations. We have these 4 planets here, as well as these 6 advisors or allies. The allies have very specific numbers that they will accept, 1 through 6. So we could take this 5 and assign it to this ally. And each ally will give us a special ability that we can, use whenever we want to. Most of these will let us manipulate the dice in, a certain way. For example, here we can adjust the die plus or minus 1. Up here we can move a die that we've previously placed to a different location. Here we can re-roll a die. Number 3, we can re-roll 1 to 2 dice. 4 will let us flip a die to the other side. And 6 just lets us turn a die to any value that we want. We can activate each of these allies up to 3 times in the game. Now the planets work a little bit differently. Below the planets, this represents our spaceship's progress towards these planets. And above the planets are the aliens' progress. In order to make progress, we need to satisfy the condition on each of the planets. So for this planet, we just need to have a number that matches the lowest ship. So in this case, a 1. And then we would need a 2. And we could do that all in the same round. We could put the 1, we could put the 2, we could even put the 3. That might not be such a bad way to start. For the second planet, we just need pairs of numbers, then 3 of the same number, and then 4 of the same number. We're basically in a race to get to the planet, right? So as you can see, we come up here, and then if we're the first one to reach the planet, we'll get 7 points, then 12, 15, or 20. If the alien reaches first, we're going to get negative points. We're going to subtract whatever victory point value we've reached from that total and get that in negative points. So if we were here and then the alien got to this planet, it would be 7 minus 2, 5. We would get 5 negative points. We also get points at the end of the game depending on how many of these ally abilities we've activated but not used. So for instance, if we've activated all 3 but used none of them, we'll get 6 points. If we used 1, we'd get 3 points because there'd be 2 left over. 1 left over, we get 1 point for each of these. So that's how scoring works. Let's just dive in. It'll make a lot of sense. So we need to at least lock in 1 die, but we can lock in as many as we want. And then we get to re-roll, and each time you re-roll, you have to lock in at least 1 die. I think I will just come here to this first planet. We'll just do the 1, 2, 3 all at once. And let's just re-roll this. We'll lock this in here at the 2. So we just circle this. That's going to let us re-roll 1 die, and we can use that whenever we want. Or if we don't use it, that'll at least be worth 1 point. And then here we got the 1, then we got the 2, then we got the 3. Now there's one last rule to keep in mind. If the alien were to reach this planet before we reached one of these victory points, so in this case, we've now reached that victory point, but let's say we had never started this planet and then the alien got there, we lose immediately. So you can't just ignore some of these planets. You've got to at least start all of them and get to the first victory point mark before the alien reaches. So now you're asking, how does the alien turn work? Well, it's quite simple. You just roll 1 die. 3. And now you're going to go through the tops of all of these and you're going to mark off any of them that have a 3. So we have a 6, no. This is a 3 or a 4. So yes, we're going to mark that off. We have a 5 and then a 1 or a 2. So there we go. We marked that off. If none of them match the number that's rolled, you then pick one of them. So they're going to progress every round no matter what. And now it's our turn. And we're just going to keep doing that back and forth until someone has reached all 4 planets. So let's see what we roll. We got a whole lot of nothing here. We should be a little concerned about this. So let's maybe just bank in 1 and reroll. We could put the 4 here if we wanted, or we could maybe start getting some of these. I'm going to put the 3 here. Okay, we got another 6. Perfect. And we got another 2. I say let's keep that 2. So now we have one of those, we got one of those, and we got 1 pair. Now, it would be possible to get 2 pair in the same round, and then you can move up 2 times. I think you get it. Okay, he rolled a 3 again. And here we go. That's nothing. So now we have to pick one. Maybe up here. Back to our turn. Oh, we rolled 3 2s right out of the gate. You gotta love that. We'll put it right here. And what the heck? Let's just keep this. Get a nice 5. Oh, and I gotta mark down my winnings. There we go. We're progressing. This is good. We're taking the instant win away. Whoa, that got away from us. That was a 2. Wow, the one thing that's nothing. Yeah, let's maybe spread them out a little bit, I guess. Although if we do this, if they roll a 6, then they get both of those. It's also important to note that we can't use our abilities to alter this die. All of these abilities only apply to our own rolls. Looks like whatever we do, like if I take that 6 out, then that's a 1 or a 2. If he rolls a 1, then those are 2 there. Maybe I'll take that risk, though. Sure that won't bite me. Yeah, I think I'm going to go pair of 5s right off the bat. I like this 4 here. We'll just start moving that up. And then I'll do a roll. Okay. I don't mind. I don't mind. Let's get 3 of those. If we don't spend any of these, that's 6 points. So that could be valuable. And then we got 1 here and 1 here. If necessary, we can run that real quick and beat them here. A 5. Okay. That's fine. That's just right here. We can handle that. Three 3s and a 4. Can't beat that. Let's just take it. Let me re-roll this. A 6. Let's just take the 6, maybe. Yeah, we'll just take the 6. That's a turn to any face, so that seems pretty good. Yeah, I actually forgot to mark down my triple planet. But don't worry, I can fix it. Bing! A 5. Nothing. I could be real cheeky and put it here. And then try to fill this up just to sort of waste it. That's playing with fire. But I've got a lot of these things here. Is it worth potentially having to spend them, though? Yeah, let's play cheeky. We're going to play cheeky. So we want to get a 5 and a 6. Okay. Ooh, 2 pair. Tell you what, we'll take the 1 pair. We'll take the 5. And then we'll do our adjust by 1. Bam, bam. Cross that out. Turn that to a 6. You can't go from a 6 to a 1 or a 1 to a 6, by the way. That's not allowed. But there we go. We can now beat them here. So that's 7 points. We can lock that in. And now we cross these out. There's no more going to this. This planet is done. We're only dealing with these 3. We also got a pair here. Okay, we're making our move. Now, we haven't started over here, so 4. Uh-oh, this is the doubler, because that's a 1 or a 4. And that's a 3 or a 4. Oh no, and a 6 would get all 3 now. So this is getting a little dangerous. Two 2s. Kind of want to get up there just to feel safe. Let's re-roll these. 4 and a 6. Let's take the 6 down here, re-roll this, and a 1. We'll put that up here. Okay, don't roll a 6. Do not roll a 6. Hey, good. 1 is nothing. Are we going to play the same game that we did last time? Yes, we are. This is the game we're playing. We just need 1 pair. That should be no problem. Although we're not going to roll it right off the bat, are we? I'd like to not have to use this and just turn anything to one side, but let's take the 1. Actually, I would like to have some of these move dice. Let's take the 2. Let's re-roll these. Of course, I roll a 1. I'm going to lock that 1 in. We'll lock in the 3. Dang. All right, I'll do a turn to any value. I'm not going to risk losing this planet. So there we go. That's 12. Oh yeah, and now we cross that out. So now we're really just dealing with these 2. A 6 would still be bad, so no 6. 1, that works. Now we have to get at least 1 on here, or we lose the game immediately. That's not great. At least if I cross this off, he's not going to double. So now we need to start using our special abilities here. Pair of 1s. Should we go for a 4 of a kind? Ah, I don't have any plus or minus ones. I think I'll have to check this. I think when you move a die, can you move more than one or just one? Here, I'm going to have to actually check that. So I do need to flip to the rules. Yep, it was what I thought. You can move all place dice. So if we can only get a triple, we can use one of those to move them all over to that planet. So that's very useful. But yeah, if I had this plus or minus one, I could just move that. So let's just roll them again. That's awful. I'm going to use a reroll 1 to 2 dice to roll both of these. Dang. I'm going to place this 4 here. We'll reroll this. It's a 4. I'm going to use this to turn it to a 1. And then I'll use this to move it. Ugh, brutal. And then I got that 4. Two. This one. Okay, this is getting a little scary now. Well, I think we're going to need a turn any value. So let's just go for a triple. Yeah, let's re-roll all of these. Wow. Okay, should have chosen 6s apparently. Yikes. I'm going to do a re-roll, or do I try to get a little bit more? Well, no, because I got to... Let's try to re-roll these again. We'll re-roll both of them again. I forgot that a 5 would also work. I could flip it to the other side. There's a 2. And we can roll it. I gotta do a re-roll one. Because we need a 2 or a 5. A 3! God. I really needed more of these 5s. I mean, I'm gonna do this one more time. And then I'm gonna give up. I rolled so many 6s. Oh boy, should not have completed these 2 so early, I guess. I can't even put this anywhere. I guess I could flip it and then put it there. Okay, let's re-roll one. Okay, I just have, this is just cursed. This is just cursed. So this, I can't place this anywhere. So we'll just place it there. Nothing will happen. Nothing happens. We get one of these. That was a disaster. Oh my goodness. Please don't roll a 5. Okay. I mean, we're going to lose here, so let's put it here, I guess. We need some better luck. Good Lord. I'm going to put the 5 there. Wow. We have not rolled. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this 5 here. And then I can move them over if I roll another 5. Brilliant. There we go. Let's put the 5 here. Or no, let's put the 5 here. It actually doesn't matter. Because once you move, you can move all the dice. I can't flip it to a 5. Let's get that 4 of a kind while we can. So that'll be a 5, and then we'll move them to here. So now we're not going to instantly lose. So we will score something. Okay, 1. Let's put it here. Now, with a triple, we can... Honestly, with either, we can at least minimize our losses. Pair of 4s. Okay, we'll take that. All right, I can flip the 3 to a 4. Oh, but I can't move the dice because I don't have it. Oh, no. Well, that is a kick in the pants. How lucky can you be? I actually finished this planet. That means I should score the full 15 points. Oh no, and if he rolls a 2, then they're both gonna get hit. Oh! Ouch! Okay, so we got to the 13 spot. 15 minus 13, that's just minus 2. That's not too bad. This is 20 minus 8, that's minus 12. The game is now over, so let's see. This is 0, right? We used up all the ones that we activated. 0, 0. We do have 1 here, so this is 1 point. 0, 0. So here we go. 1920 minus 14. Our total score was a 6. My final score is actually 23, which still isn't great, but it's more respectable than 6. Yikes. So yeah, that is a pretty pathetic score right there. I'm pretty sure any of you can beat that on your first try. But there you have it. That was Dr. Finn's Book of Solo Strategy and Word Games. Again, that was Cosmic Run Mission 1. There are 7 other games in this book, which I'll highlight in due time. But that's going to do it for me. I'd like to thank all the financial supporters of Totally Tabled, including the Totally Radical Hextra, John Kohler, Scott Myers, Kevin Qualls, and Jay Satterwhite, as well as the Totally Bodacious Vaqueeth. If you're interested in becoming a member, you can join on my YouTube channel or my Patreon at www.patreon.com/totallytabled. You'll gain access to my new exclusive podcast, Table Talk, as well as unboxing videos and whatever extra stuff I come up with. As always, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.